But the problem with social media sometimes is if it's something that you've already said in a moment of just feeling it, now you own it.
Yeah.
So, and even if you go back to revisit it, you never have an opportunity to erase something that you've already put in the world as well. So that, it's so true. And you just find a lot of group thinking, going back to what you said. People that even don't understand a subject, and they have an opinion on it. They have an opinion. Which is mind-blowing to me, right?
It is.
Right? So even,
it truly is.
Even with our incident, I realized, okay, let me get off social media immediately because I am a subject matter expert in my field. And I don't say that like I'm bragging about my educational experience or anything else. I'm a subject matter expert. Most people in the comments have no idea about our industry. It's like a headline that they're reacting to. So I would be a fool to start using that source of information as a basis of what to think, what to say, or what next to do, right? And I think it's the same thing because a lot of people, it's as if you being like a media, social media, you're an expert in the field, and somebody's saying something online about something that they have no clue about. It's your fault if you engage.
I agree.
Right?
I completely agree.
So it's just one of those things, but that's the downside to social media, but also part of it too, it's a place for a lot of lonely people to engage.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are not productive to engage. So them engaging with you is their engagement or their escape for that moment as well too. So you just have to consider it and take it lightly, which is why you'll always be misunderstood.
Yeah.
What you say might be twisted and turned to come out a certain way. So even in Gando, we have times where somebody says something and then it turns into kililawa, lililawa, lilawahut, and it's just it could be very toxic sometimes.
Yeah, and I think this is as a result of we are not teaching critical thinking anymore.
No.
We're just going with the flow. You know, and this stems back to the schools, back to the homes, where. Even parents are a victim of social media. You go to homes now. You see the mayors and the past. They're just on TikTok all day long. They don't even realize what the kids are going through. Yeah,
and it's drama filled because I was laughing the other day. I was like, more people knew about our business from chaos.
Yeah.
When I've been telling people every single anybody who's listening, I'm telling you from Badjie to Basse, I can help your loved one. But hey, then go teach. And it just goes crazy.
Yeah.
But critical thinking, to what she said, they don't teach us to think. And it goes back to design.
Yeah.
Our school system was a product of a colonial system that wanted to program us to be civil servants. When most people hear the word civil servant, they don't understand the construct of it. As in, I am your master. I need to educate you to be civil, meaning you're barbaric.
To be a servant.
And then to serve my interests.
The statement itself, it's evident.
Yeah, but so the education system, even if you go back to colonialism, and people like my father, he's worked for 3 republics. He is the ultimate civil servant. And these are conversations I have with him. Like, they educated you guys to hold the line for the colonial infrastructure. And he hates it when we talk about this, but just think about it. So to critically think means you reserve the right to change your mind when presented with new information.
Yeah.
So think about how many structures in our society make it almost illegal for you to change your mind when presented with new information. Yeah. So school system, they teach you to remember. Even if it's write an essay, they are grading you based on a pre-established agreement or a notion.
Yeah.
So you could go against the concept of any philosophical idea and you want to focus on, no, this is what I believe in. This is how I see the world. And you'll fail the test. So we don't critically think. So now if a child, going back to the 800,000 people, and not taught how to process information and think about it to see how you understand it, they become employees that wait for you to do everything because they've never made a decision in their life that matters. They'll wait for you to tell them clap. They'll wait for you to open the door. So they've literally removed the one aspect that separates man from animal. It's critical thinking.
Agreed.
God gave man the ability to create And creation is a process of critical thinking.
It is.
Like you empathize a problem, you find a solution. That's what separates man from animal.
Yeah.
And that faculty is the one thing that we've dulled out for a lot of people, where most people, if you ask them, what do you think? They will tell you what society thinks, or what their family thinks, or what the school system thinks. And you're like, no, I want to know, what do you think?
Exactly, because going back to the professor and the student, that was the same thing the professor was trying to get out of the student. I want to know what you think, not what people think. And I think he didn't even realize it. He was like, I don't think what she said is transphobic, but I can see how other people, right? I mean, if you said you don't see how that is transphobic, how can you play the devil's advocate and now say, I can see how other people think this is transphobic?
Yep.
It's not really thinking.
It's not thinking.
You're still trying to, you know, tell yourself that I'm thinking critically, but at the same time, I feel how other people might feel about this.